it's Jake again. It's me. Hi, hello. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. It's currently Wednesday, October 1st, 9:09 a.m. I have bus call at 6 p.m. tonight, and I was about to start packing and getting ready for the gigs this weekend with Tasha. And I was just like, man, I've already got all my stuff out. I might as well just like kind of figure something out, like a little, just to throw some helpful things on YouTube, man. And I figured one of the questions I get a lot is like how I use Chroma console in worship, which is like kind of a interesting question to me in the first place, but I understand where it's coming from. But I just approach it to just like how I use it, So, I figured let's freaking talk about Chroma console, man. And I've gotten much more familiar with it and like how it works because I'm using like a lot of stuff on it for Tasha. Like it's doing quite a bit of heavy lifting. The cool thing about it is that it like does things that like no other pedal really can do, I feel like. Because it has like its own color and vibe and like thing that it's best at, like I feel like it's a specialty pedal. Like it's not like a traditional multi effects in the sense that like oh, you're going to be able to grab your traditional chorus, your traditional vibrato, which I think I see a lot of people doing, and honestly, like kind of what I did at the beginning. I was like trying to like fit my needs into the Chroma console, and Rhett Scholl said it a long time ago about microcosm. It's like it's best when you just kind of use it and let it do what it wants to do, rather than you forcing your idea into it. Well, with that being said, there's still a bit of like, okay, can I utilize this pedal to get the sound that's in my head? And you can get some of those more, I don't want to say classic chorus sounds. It's more of like simple chorus. It's probably like simpler. I'll say that. You can get that, but like that's not really where it shines, man. Like it's got a really unique sound and a really unique vibe. And I figured as I'm getting more and more familiar with it, figured I'd kind of share some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So, man. So let's just start. So the layout: character, movement, diffusion, texture. So this is more of your like dynamic section. You've got like a drive sound. The sweetener is amazing. We'll come to this, but like cassette, like if just Sweeten and cassette like were their own like designated pedals, I would just buy those pedals. I feel like I use Sweeten and cassette on pretty much everything that I do. They're really wonderful. So then fuzz and howl. Howl is just like a stronger fuzz, and then swell. It's like a typical kind of thing. And then movement, more of like your standard modulation situations. They don't really do, like I said earlier, they don't really do the like thing. It's like, give me a chorus sound. It's like, okay, I'll give you a chorus sound, but it's like not really. It's like Chroma's chorus thing rather than like, oh, here's a CE2 sound. At least in my experience. And then diffusion, more of your delay and reverb sounds, some glitchiness, which we love. We love the glitch, dude. And then texture, filter, squash, pretty heavy-handed compressor. Cassette I use all the time. Broken, which is awesome, and interference, which is super weird. So the thing with Chroma that's really interesting is it's like you have to kind of work around its limitations. So you can only use one effect per like category. So if you're kind of like, I want this, let's see, like I want a tremolo and a chorus. Well, you could do chorus with doubler and like roll the mix back, and then you could also, but then you can't use your tremolo. So it's like, okay, well, how do I do that? So you would use tremolo and then cassette, but then even then you have to roll back on the overall mix of the effect, and then like you have to kind of massage these things. It's not something that like gives you the answers right away. You really have to kind of search for it, and that perfectly makes sense, like given the kind of ethos of the pedal itself. It makes it really fun. It makes building sounds and like sound design very, very, very fun. So here, whoops. It's kind of like, let's try that first. Let's just give that a shot. So I'm actually running into real amps today. Gasp. Not my Tone X's. My Tone X little sidecar board is currently on the bus. Forgot it. Classic me. So running into my matchless amps, my matchless HC30 and matchless Phoenix 35. I talked about this in the capture video, where they're the same amp, but different power tubes. HC30, EL84s, Phoenix EL34s. And I'm plugged into the EF86 channel on both. So channel 2, here's what that sounds like. Oh, sorry. Soyuz 013 and 160 on both, going into console, or into my Gen 2 Apollo X6. Preamps, NE 5211, Cappy VP26, a 550B EQ for each mic. And then straight into console, there's very little EQ happening. Essentially all that's it's doing. It's just a lot of disclaimers, man, you know? So, little bit of a high pass filter at 70 hertz, just barely, and then a low pass filter at 12K, like basically killing everything north of there. Sounds awesome. Doi. Should probably tune though. Elliott 357. Kind of standard stuff, man. Stuff that I've been using a whole lot for a long time. Forgot to mention, forget a lot of things too. Going into, in my aux channel on console, using the Ocean Way Studios room verb, just for a little bit of dimension. I keep my cabs in an ISO box, because sound. It's a really good sounding ISO box, a really, really good sounding one, but there is kind of that like narrow thing that it can do. So the reverb, the room verb helps a lot. Sounds great, man. Love these amps. Love this rig. Man, I forgot the cabinet. See, you forget all the time, man. Both have their own matchless ESS 112 cabinet, Celestion G12 H75 Creamback. Sounds wonderful. It's the matchless branded one. Sounds great, man. So, back to Chroma. We've got a sound in our head. We want kind of a chorus tremolo situation, okay? So we're gonna start with the tremolo. How about that? We were already there. Gotta turn the pedal on. All right, so now right off the bat, the tremolo sounds cool, but we notice like there's it's hitting the amps quite a bit harder. So then we're gonna go into secondary. We're gonna pull effect control back, Let's see that. A little bit more. And that's great. It's kind of got a throbby thing, which is rad. Sounds awesome. Again, so we could get chorus sound from doubler. I believe you could even do it with pitch. But we obviously can't use those. So really our only other option is cassette, or even broken. Broken would be really cool, but let's just try cassette. So again, that's pushing the amp pretty hard, so pull back. Now we've got the cassette thing, but we don't have any like chorusing sound. That's because the mix knob is completely maxed. So that sounds really great on its own, right? Sounds awesome, but you need to roll back on that to get that chorus sound. There it is, about halfway. And as you can hear, like I said, it's not like a smooth, pretty CE2 or Tricera chorus kind of vibe. Like it's here, it's horrible and stuff, but then we can pull this effect level down, or the amount down. Let's see what it's doing on its own. So if you hold it, it kills the... Again, pushing the amp. This is, I feel like most of my time is spent balancing volume. Sounds wonderful. There's a little more classic. That's with the amount all the way off, but it's kind of got like a pretty throaty chorus sound. So like it sounds like very Ryan Adams to me. Pretty rad. Still got kind of a more of a throaty thing than I think a traditional chorus would have, but still does the job. And then to the other extreme, like all the way up, what's it doing? Oh, that's sick. So now let's throw our trem back in, hold it to bring it back. Man, that sounds great. So I love what that's doing a lot. So what if I like filtered it out a little bit more? So obviously the low-hanging fruit is filter right here in texture, but as I mentioned before, I can't use that. So I have to figure out another way. So sweeten is wonderful. So We're gonna go sweeten, see what that sounds like just turned on. Cool. So I'm gonna pull them out all the way down, and then I'm gonna go to secondary mode, and I'm gonna pull sensitivity all the way down, okay? Or all the way up, sorry, I like it all the way up. Then I'm gonna go all the way dark. Let's see what that does. And it's doing enough, or doing something. However, because I have the mix knob all the, like, not maxed, it's kind of like a parallel filter situation. So if I were to roll that all the way up, what does that sound like? But I lost my chorus. So I have to kind of play with, let's go back to kind of right here. Subtle filter anyway, so if I wanted to do more, I could just roll my tone knob back. Pretty, so now bring back cassette. Tone knob back up. And let's roll that mix back. Sounds unreal, man. It sounds so sick. So, like, for reference, let's pedal off and then back on. It's more than just like adding those effects in the way that I would with like my H90. So, like, for comparison, like, here's like my classic chorus sound on my H90. But like if I wanted a little more of like a different vibe, got a vibe and like a chewiness to it that like H90, I would even say like HX Stomp, HX1, any of the like bigger multi-effect stuff, like Chroma just does something completely different. Now with H90 they have sticky tape in there, which I found like does get pretty close to like the sentiment of Chroma console, but not really close. Like it's like does a really good job. It's like super compressy and like driven and like fat feeling, but like it's not like it doesn't quite nail it. That being so, all that to say, like the Chroma is just so wonderful. Like I have 1, 2, 3 modulation pedals on my board, a designated vibrato, and then I've got, you know, H90 for other stuff, for other like modulation effects, and then Chroma for like more of the like soundscapey, like building out like sounds pedal. It's really great. So really like this sound a lot. I like it a lot. Here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna max this, and I'm actually gonna bring in my H90. over the chorus sound because I want to do something. So a thing that I've really enjoyed with Chroma is the reverse effect, and kind of how I like using it is I actually just used it on a track yesterday. I mix. My brain is in like 12 different places right now. I roll up the mix all the way and then basically just turn on the reverse effect in diffusion, and then just do a like 1-for-1, like not like a reverse delay, but like a true reverse guitar sync, this situation. Oh shoot! Let's see what drift does with that. So it's adding some like vibrato to it. I don't know if I love that. Pull it down just a hair. This drift, when there's drift available on Chroma, I feel like most times it's pretty, you got to be careful with how much you use. It's pretty wild. Again, we're hitting the amp pretty hard, so let's pull that back. Love that. I love that so much. Oh, I love it. And then let's try this. Let's just add a doubler, just because we're having a good time right now. Amount, let's do here, and then rate. It's been a while since I've used doubler. Let's kill everything else except the doubler. And just so I can hear exactly what we're doing. Yeah, so that's chorus basically, but it's also adding that like slap situation. Dang, it's been a while since I messed with chorus or the doubler, man. That's basically the chorus. But again, let's make it weird. Hear those like little jump situations. I mean, that's pretty close to a chorus sound, man. Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm an idiot, dude. so yeah, my H90 was on that whole time. Dumb, stupid head. So with this sound, if I rolled back on mid. It's not really doing a chorus thing. Is it now? It's just more of, it's a doubler. Which is cool. So let's do this. Make it weird. Chorusing things, it's just not quite there. But all the way up. And what I love about, another thing about Chroma Console, I love that it like has a color. It's like pretty unapologetically like, it sounds like Chroma Console's on. Like it's not trying to be a transparent thing. Like it has a pretty unique color to it that's beautiful. I really love that sound. So I'm gonna bring back everything else. And then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do effect setup. Let's do reverse first. Then let's do character, texture, movement. Okay. Let's see what that sounds like. Sounds super rad. And by adding those like filtering more colored blocks after the reverse, it's helping kind of soften some of the like ramps, like some of the peaks, if you will. Turn on H90 for just a little more like I love this. So big thing for me is I love stacking sounds a lot. Like stacking, you know, H90 with Chroma, even though like I'm doing a lot already. Really love throwing like a reverse or a delay and reverb on top of it. And I love that. I freaking love that a lot. Man, that's so sick. Oh, I got an idea. Let's do this. So I've got these, you can actually see it now, which is great. I've got these Chase Bliss type effects on my board, on my H90, and they sound great, really great. So let's try this. Actually, all right, sick. Good. Okay, so Chroma is before H90 in my board. So let's try this. Pretty fun. Oh man, so that all began with kind of this yeah, began with that. And so the way that I'm treating Chroma is more of a like, how can I alter the sound of my guitar in a way that like it just changes it completely, going from kind of my like standard tone, I guess, to make it something that like I couldn't create with my hands. with some of what Chroma can do, I guess you could like roll your tone knob back, you know, and get that like filtered. You don't get the chew or that color, and even doing both. Man. Yeah, I love Chroma, dude. So that's like, I mean, I just did a bunch of what it can actually do. Everything in here is really cool, man. Like, all the blocks are really cool. Let's do interference. Actually, let's do broken first. Increase amount. It just really warble. It's like tape, or it's like cassette part 2. Then interference at its most extreme. You're getting like full-on interruptions and dropouts. It's awesome. It's so great. So I guess in the like how I would use this, so like in studio stuff, what I find myself doing is like very like, excuse me, how I use this like studio mostly, like when I'm tracking, like I said earlier, like yesterday I was working on a track and I was just like, I hear this thing, and it was like a left and right thing. I think what I did was a left side was just the tape, and then on the right side I did the same part but added the reverse thing, just the like 1-for-1 reverse thing, and it was really cool. So like it created this really cool width type situation. It's very cool. But then also like with Tasha's stuff, like, so here, I'm actually gonna do something. I really love this sound, so I'm gonna save this. Oh, it's just tap. I think it's, I'm gonna go blue. I know I'm 100% gonna overwrite that at some point. Hope not. So for like Tasha, a lot of what I'm doing, I've got this like, so I've got on that, it's phaser. With a delay coming from the Strymon Brig, and I've got a filter, like a hard filter on it. So again, but then like the next part of that song, I'm not using it, but then jump to the chorus. Ah! So for Life in Me, it's the first song of Tasha's set. using some gesturing, which is cool, and phaser and filter, like the hard filter. Then I'm not using it for the next part, but then I've got this like huge, muted part, which is really loud, but I wanted to like power through the mix kind of thing. Off. Sounds great, but with Chroma, it's just got this like different feel to it. Like it's just, I probably could have gotten that thing and that vibe from somewhere else, but as I've been saying, Chroma does stuff that nothing else can do. So it has this very specific weight in the hand. I feel it in the hand. So using Chroma a lot on her stuff. I've even got this like really pretty, where is it? Right here. The Chroma, what it's doing there is I call the patch like pretty high pass filter. So I've pretty steep high pass filter to kind of shelve off all those lows and just let that high part kind of shimmer, I guess, without really any shimmer. There's also some microcosm and stuff in there as well. But anyway, I'm using Chroma pretty heavy these days. I freaking love this pedal so much. And I just got the black one. I'm not a huge, like, if there's a black version that comes out, I gotta buy it kind of guy. Like, I didn't have the black microcosm for forever when everyone was hopping on it. And I was just like, no, I don't need it. And then they dropped the black Chroma console, and I was like, I need that. So I love it, man. It's such a great pedal. And I use it in studio a lot. I'm using it for Tasha quite a bit, just for like some heavier filtering and like like the cassette thing I use all the time. It's just got a thing, man, and I love it. If you're really into like building sounds and getting creative and you want something a little left of center, in terms of like the sounds that it gets, like Chroma is the best. It also does feel like, to me, like a bit more of an accessible Chase Bliss. Chase Bliss stuff is so rad to me, but like the problems I have with it is like some of the glitchy stuff is really, really bright. Like really, 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 really bright. And I know there's like the filtering thing that you can do with it, but like even still, there's times where it's just like it's chopping my head off. Like blowing my eardrums, head is gone, terrible. But like sounds cool, sounds really beautiful, and also like mood is really unpredictable. Like it's kind of like if you're gonna turn it on a live set, you better be prepared to, you know, accept whatever it's doing, because of the whole like always listening thing. It's a very cool pedal. And Gen Loss, I had a hard time dialing Gen Loss in because it's obviously doing the cassette thing and the loss thing, but like for some reason it just never really cut the way that I wanted it to. It felt like I would turn it on and I would just get lost in the mix. And then I would have to turn up the output on the pedal, but then it would like hit my amp part. It was just a very like odd pedal to dial in. And with Chroma, like I feel like I've been able to like nail pretty easily. Like obviously like I still have to play with like the output volume of each effects block and whatever, but like it's been much easier to dial in. I think I've got 12, 13, 14 sounds dialed in. I think it's great. I know I'm going to get questions of like, can you post these presets on your website? The reality is you can't like export from the thing, and I'm really just not willing to create like a PDF for all this stuff. And frankly, I don't even remember what I did. I have no clue. So I would just say like everyone should buy one. These are so cool. These are great to have on your desk if you're a producer. They're great on your pedal board. It's really great, man. It's a great pedal. So I think that's all I got. Okay, I'm done talking now. If you, I guess to drop these, I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing, I guess. So I guess like have to say like and subscribe, that kind of thing. Comment down below what your favorite blah 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 is. I don't care. Make friends in the comments. But also like come follow me on Instagram at FakeJobber. I sell presets for my pedals that can like export. So like Mercury X, H90. I've got some Big Sky stuff up there. Solus Ventus. I got a bunch of stuff up there. My main focus is Tone-X captures. So I sell a lot of those. I'm very happy with them, using them on the road. They're great. Okay, that's all.